I really hate the way Cody Rhodes holds his title. His title run is already so boring. The promos are repetitive. Oh
Oh
my
my
god, this
god,
is the
I want
worst
Roman
one.
back. I want Roman back.
It is lucky an MVP with the Triple Threat Wrestling Podcast. We're going to dig into. We're going to dig into the Cody Rhodes hate. The guy just won the championship, and everyone has turned against him. And we are going to dig into and have like a little people's court. And we're going to defend this man. But before we do, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We drop daily wrestling content up. This one right here is the WWE shop link. Go there and make sure you buy all the merch you want to buy. Just an extra click to support this podcast, and you also support the WWE. Nothing wrong with that. So, MVP, let's dig into the first thing. I want to show this again. He holds the title belt wrong.
I think he holds the title belt with class.
He does, because let me show you a couple
Honor,
more
with
examples.
prestige.
Who does this remind you of how he holds the title in a very
Ric
prestigious
Flair.
way?
Ric Flair, yes.
The Nature Boy Ric Flair.
I was thinking the one where Ric Flair was like, remember the picture?
Oh, well, real quick, also
Nick,
this one.
Nick Aldis.
Nick Aldis held it that way in NWA Power as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he has a title like this, and he's looking up, and then Shawn Michael, a young Michael Hickenbottom,
Yeah.
with a suit, and he's holding the title with the belt, with a magazine, just like that. Him emulating Ric Flair.
Yep. I mean, you hold the title with class. Like anyone can wear it around their waist. But to hold it like that means like,
oh no,
I'm presenting this title. I've earned this title. Like it's about presentation. The suit makes you look classy. Yeah. It makes you. I remember I cut a promo on you like 12 years ago. If you remember, me and you did like a back and forth promo, and I was holding your WWE championship that you let me have for a while, and I put a suit on, and I was talking about how I'm better than you because I'm wearing the suit and everything. That was before MJF, by the way. I was better than you, and you know it. But
was it before CM Punk though?
Around the time.
He's better than you.
Yeah. My point is that in the mind of a wrestling fan, like when you see a guy in a suit, it's important. He's important. Jey Uso comes out in a Yeet shirt. He's dope. I like him. I like how he fights. I like all that. But if he were to come out in a suit, I'm going to take him more seriously. Look at Solo on SmackDown. He got some new threads, and now boy looks like the new tribal chief. The suit makes you look classy.
Remember when Roman first won the Universal title? How he held it? Held it over his shoulder like a knapsack.
Yeah, like
that I would complain about. But hold it up against like your side for all the plates showing. It's front and center, everyone to see. It's fantastic.
Yep, that's so that's what do you call it? Exhibit A. We've already discussed the title, how you hold it. It's more prestigious that way, in my opinion. So these internet wrestling fans are just out of control already.
When you're not competing in a match, you don't need to wear it, but it still displays it as something of value.
Yep. Even before I go into the next exhibit here, even like so when Ric Flair held it by his side, when he came to the ring, he wore it around his waist, but the robe was even covering it.
Yeah.
And then he took the robe off to display this is I'm the champion. Like you don't have to have it on full display or on your waist all the time. It looks more prestigious. Exhibit B, not a draw because ratings are going down when he's on the screen since WrestleMania. But he has, in my opinion, he's in a bit of a standby. Like we have to stand by. We waited a whole year for him to complete his story. We can't wait 2 weeks for him to get a contender to have something to bite his teeth into. He had nothing to talk about in his defense. I mean, he just won the title. So, and they're saying he keeps talking about WrestleMania. Well, that just happened. He doesn't have a contender. What else is there to
talk about?
Right.
There's literally, it just happened. There's nothing else to talk about.
Yep. So now
It's the
that we have
start
a
of
contender,
a new season of WWE. It's the start.
yep,
Season ended, starts right away. Boom,
yep.
boom.
And now that we have a contender, AJ Styles at Backlash,
You know what? I think right choice because you have LA Knight win just to lose. You take the sales right out of LA Knight.
yeah. Well, there's actually some people predicting that AJ might win this match.
Come on,
I know.
really? Come on.
But that's neither here nor there. Now that he has a contender, what's going to happen next week on SmackDown? There's a contract signing, so that now he has something to bite his teeth into. So this
Yes.
not a draw because ratings are down when he's on TV. Yeah,
That's
maybe for the first,
hogwash.
but yeah.
It's bullcrap.
And by the way,
Ratings are down. Really? Come on.
and actually their ratings have been really high compared to
Yeah,
previous years right now. So I don't
and
want to hear anything
they're
about
still
that.
selling out.
Yep.
How many consecutive sellouts?
Yeah, I kind of put Exhibit C into B because its promos are repetitive. But again,
Ugh.
it is. He's saying new things. He's saying,
Yeah.
for who wins this contender match, like just know that I take this seriously. I'm going to win. I'm a fighting champion. Like, and by the way, he's been on TV at least 3 times with the title already since Mania. That's more than Roman did all year last year.
And he's dipping double duty. He was doing Raw and Smack. I don't know if he's going to be on this upcoming Raw, but he was doing Raw and SmackDown. Now he's going to be you know primarily SmackDown competitor. So I don't see him being on Raw going forward.
Before we go back to this, actually, do you think, because they usually alternate every year, but now that Cody's the undisputed champion and he'll be there every week, maybe he gets drafted to Raw. Maybe he'll be on Raw, not SmackDown.
Well, then you would need to draft Damian Priest to SmackDown.
Right.
Then what? You break up Judgment Day?
See, here's the thing about the draft, and this should be we should talk about the draft in another video. But here's the thing about the draft. I hate when they draft factions together. Like,
No, but
you can get there the long way and like draft Damian Priest, and then like the next few rounds you can draft Dominic, and then a few rounds you can draft JD. And I just hate when they're like, okay, I'm just gonna draft these 5 people. Like, well, that's not fair. Then the Raw gets another pick of one person. Like,
well, they can pick a faction as well. All right. In that sense, yes, it is stupid, but it's very necessary because, especially Judgment Day, they're really wrapped in a story where I don't know, one of them might be on their way out, or in their case right now, Rhea Ripley's injured, so they're just trying to stay afloat until she gets back.
yeah,
But you can't have he's the world heavyweight champion. You can't separate him from them unless you have a storyline before the draft happens where hey, I'm leaving Judgment Day. You guys are bums.
yeah, and I honestly think Damian Priest is headed to face Finn Balor, but we'll save all this for we're gonna do a draft episode. We gotta get back to the Cody because I'm gonna go on these tangents and then we're gonna take this long detour around to get back to here. The last thing,
we're gonna go into who got released today.
yeah, his title run is already boring. He hasn't even had a match yet. Like, okay, as much as I love the bloodline and Roman Reigns he's gonna go down as one of the greatest champions ever, and he's given us so much great stuff through the pandemic in these 4 years. But how boring is it when the guy's not there for 5 months and then comes back, right? Cody's been here every week, so it's boring because he's had 3 promos. Now, again, he's gonna go into this contract signing with AJ Styles. And now he's got something to bite his teeth into, and hopefully that shuts all these people up. Because this is an open and shut case. I want to adjourn the meeting. Like, Cody he's fine. Just give him time. Yeah. Let him get his feet wet in the rain. We gave Roman Reigns 4 years. We can't give Cody 2 months to get his feet wet here.
These are the dumb casual fans.
Yeah, the ones that showed up just because The Rock was there, and then now Rock's gone, and they have something to complain about.
AEW fans.
Oh, speaking of, I'm going to link the AEW hate video on one of the sides here at the end of this, and you should check it out because we really dug in deep on Tony Khan and AEW. But what else you got to say about Cody Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes, just the start to the next story, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Real quick question.
Cody Rhodes, he's the right guy for the job.
Oh, yeah. Do you think he carries the championship from now till next Mania?
Yes, but I could see him losing it and regaining it on the way to Mania. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah.
So
like he doesn't need to have a long reign. And
he doesn't need a Roman reign.
No.
See what I did there?
he doesn't need a reign that's levels above.
Correct. So drop in the comments what you think on the Cody Rhodes situation, the internet wrestling community trying to sabotage something that hasn't even begun yet, in my opinion. And just something that was frustrating to see, and I thought we would dig into it. So again, if you're new to the channel as well, be sure to subscribe. We drop daily wrestling content, and right here, the WWE shop link, make sure you click there and get all your merch. It supports this podcast and the WWE, and it's no extra money to you. So MVP, we'll see you in the next one.